What's good? It's your boy Jay Watts to the Mr. Gaming Issues himself. Linus in the background. Um, I'm gonna holler at y'all right now. We're gonna talk about some. We're gonna talk about these multi-functioning media consoles and why in the hell are these things being mass-produced, and why in the hell is nothing being done to them to stop them. Like, why the hell are these things still being made? And why in the hell are they being so accepted in a community that's supposed to be about gaming? Like, what the fuck is the point of that? I don't get it. This is an issue. This is a real issue. I'm gonna show y'all something that I don't think y'all understand. And I'm gonna say I don't think you understand because you don't. I I don't think you think in the sense of this is what it is. Okay, you know the PS4 is a multifunctioning media center. Like, it's a media console. It's not a gaming console. You think, oh, it's a gaming console because it's sold in GameStop. No, GameStop sells video games and multi-functioning media consoles. They don't sell video game systems anymore. Well, they do on their website, but they don't sell them in stores. Um, because gaming companies are not gaming companies. The last gaming company is Nintendo. Sony and Microsoft are not gaming companies. Pause. Sony's not a gaming company? You didn't know that? Sony is an electronics company. They're a movie studio. They make movies, they make electronics. They just happen to make a multifunctioning media console called PlayStation. Unpause. Pause again. Microsoft's not a gaming company? No. Microsoft makes computers and computer programming. They don't make gaming? No. Unpause. Alright, now that you're caught up to speed, let me introduce you to what was and what is the last video game console. Meet my friend GameCube. Nintendo's last gaming console. Yes, Nintendo has become the last gaming console with the GameCube. GameCube is the last gaming console. It was the last gaming console because this is the only console of that generation that did only video games. You could not play movies on it. You could not play CDs on it. You could mod it to play more video games, but due to this, um, this is a GameCube disc that I'm looking to break, and it's not even mine. It's my brother's, who lives in Texas, by the way. Um, but because GameCube had such small CDs, and the only ones at the time who had that was PlayStation with their UMDs, nobody could make the little small DVDs for movies. So you could mod it, but you couldn't play movies on it because you cannot fit functioning movie into this. Okay. Um, what else you could do was put the Game Boy adapter on the bottom and play Game Boy games. So you can mod it, but it would again be modded to play more video games. Gaming console plays what, children? Video games. So that is the last dedicated video gaming console. World of difference between a video game console and a multi-functioning media console. Okay? Now, where did this multi-functioning media console shit begin, and why is it so fucking popular now? Well, it started in this generation. In this generation, believe it or not. The first one to come out was the PlayStation 2. The PS2 had the DVD player. Yeah, that DVD player, multi-functioning media console. What else did it have? Yeah, CD player. True. It could play video games. Yes. And it also went on the internet eventually. Yes. That's 4 things. 3 besides video games. Now, if you look in the title of what I'm telling you, multi means more than one function. So, it does more than video games, and Sony is more than video games. Any questions? No? Okay, let's move to the next company. Microsoft. Microsoft Xbox came out swinging, looking like a PS2 on steroids because it was as big as a motherfucking VCR. And as much as I love them, what did they do? Well, what did the PS2 do? It played DVDs, it played CDs, it went online, and it played video games. See a trend here? It's a multi-functioning media console. That's 2 in 1 generation. What did this thing do? Played video games. What else did it do? Played video games. Anything else? It went online. For what? Video games. Two consoles in 1 generation were multi-functioning media consoles. Now, we can go back 1 more generation. During, well, I have it hooked up, I'm not taking it down, the Nintendo 64 era. That's a gaming console. It's dedicated to just video games. Nothing else. Whose main competitor was that? PlayStation. The PlayStation, and well, kind of this. When they did the Sega Saturn attachment, the Sega CD attachment, and that 32X attachment, and then kind of the Sega Dreamcast. But PlayStation, again, was a multimedia functioning console because it played games and it played CDs. So it did more than video games because Sony, first of all, is an electronics company. Second is video games. There's a trend here. Move to the PS3, we'll move forward instead of backwards. So we discussed the PS2, we discussed the PS1, now we're discussing the PS3. PS3, you have bells and whistles out the ass. You have the ability to go online. You have the Blu-ray player. You have video games. You have digital content. You have DLC. You have add-ons. You have season passes. You have PlayStation Home. You have bells and whistles on the PS3 that even PlayStation's like, damn. But it's a multimedia functioning console. But gaming is not their main focus. Okay? They push things on you like Netflix. They push things like Hulu. And, you know, they push those things because they can push those on you. Okay? And now with the PS4, you notice they push on you now the PlayStation Plus because now they want to put up that wall to where you have to have it if you want to enjoy your gaming of like Destiny. Because, well, unless you really want to play Destiny, and you know it's online requirement, unless you pay $50 for a year, you can't play it because it's online required and they don't want to be free anymore. So another function to that multimedia, because they do more than video games. which is why I say it's a multi-functioning media console. It's not a gaming console. Gaming is in there, but it's not the first and main priority of it. It never has been. Okay? You can go back and watch old things on YouTube. You can go back. Go ahead. Click on the little thing, search. Click on PlayStation 2, Walmart, enter, and watch people going crazy over the PlayStation 2. And you'll see people, why did you buy a PS2? Oh, because it's got a DVD player in there. And it can be my gaming console and my DVD player. So you bought it because it's a DVD player. You didn't buy it for the games. You bought it because it's a DVD player. That negates the fact that it's a gaming console. You realize that now you are now buying it for other reasons and are admittedly buying it for the DVD player, not the games. You're buying this because you wanted to watch movies. You're not buying it because it's a gaming system. Thus means a lot of people bought that system so they could have a DVD player. See what I mean? There's a lot of people who bought it to play the video games. I'm one of them. But a lot of people also bought it, which means sales got cut down maybe 15-20% because those people bought it for the DVD player. See my point? PlayStation 3 can't say that because their sales got hurt because people didn't want to pay $600-700 for a fucking multimedia functioning system for a Blu-ray player. Blu-ray players already cost that damn much when they first came out. See what I mean? Now, you have the Xbox 360. That's a bigger fucking multimedia functioning console than anything. You turn that thing on, it looks like Windows 7 and Windows 8. Well, Windows 8 more than anything. Because it's columns of shit. And it's ads like a motherfucker. It looks like a damn tablet. Gaming is in there. It is. But it's like this big. It's that big. And it's gotten smaller since fucking Xbox One. And they got the audacity. They got the audacity to put that in a store with the name game in the title. This is gaming. This is gaming. This is a game. You can sell those systems, but they're not gaming systems. They play games, but they're not gaming systems. There's a difference. This is a game. This is a game. This is a game for a gaming console. There's a difference between the two. There's a world of difference. This has a whole lot of endings trying to bring back something. This doesn't need a whole lot of endings. This has it built in. This has replay value on its own. This has a whole lot of built-in endings, hoping to give you a reason to play it again and again. This has DLC because it might be boring as fuck. This has add-on content because it's dull as shit. This has $500 million budget. This game, fun, then a little bit. This game is rated KA. This game is rated T. It's online. It's got a lot of complaints. It's got DLC, constant DLC. That right there's the actual game. That's the DLC. See, that right there's DLC, and that right there's DLC. There's a world of difference between current gen multimedia functioning consoles and their wee little bit of gaming versus what we now classify as retro, which I call gaming, and it's stacks upon fucking stacks of content and unlockable add-ons and DLC, which you unlock by beating the fucking game on, normal setting, hard, whatever, with games like this and this, where all you had to do was play the fucking game. And the funny part is, you'll pick this up and play it more times than you would this. And again, this is a real gaming console. That PS4 is a multi-functioning media console. Say it with me now. Multi-functioning media console. I don't got nothing against that. I don't. I've got the PS4, the PS2, the Xbox original, and the Nintendo Wii. Obviously, I got nothing against them because they have good games. If they didn't have good games, I wouldn't have them. But this popular fucked up thing is killing this. This is dying. And it's dying slowly. That I have a problem with. I have a problem with games dying. Okay? You're killing something that I get enjoyment from. Okay? I play video games for fun. You might play video games to relax. I don't know. But it's also fun because, well, let's face it, you play video games to relax. Well, you want to relax. How do you relax? You relax by having fun. You have fun in different variations of ways. So, I mean, you could have fun watching a movie. You could have fun playing a video game. It's relaxing because it's fun. It takes your mind off of whatever the hell's stressing you out, right? It's fun. So, here's what you do. You take the fun out of gaming. You kill the reason for a game. Thus, multi-functioning fucking consoles. I can't stand this shit. I want a gaming console. I want a real gaming console to come out. I want the NX to be a real gaming console. I don't care for all that multi-functioning shit. Let it go online. Let the online shit be dedicated to Nintendo and nothing else. No Hulu, no Netflix, no HBO Go, none of that. Let it be Nintendo Channel. Let it be Nintendo Minute. Let it be Nintendo E3, Nintendo PAX, all the gaming shit, but Nintendo exclusives. Let it be Nintendo, download like the eShop. Strictly Nintendo for the multi-functioning part of it. For the multi-functioning media console, all that needs to be Nintendo. But make it mainly a gaming console. Because a gaming console would do great. The Wii U is as close to a gaming console as we're gonna get. That's as close to a gaming console as we're gonna get in this multi-functioning media console right now. And it's sad. It is. It is sad. I'm sad about it. Okay? I wish we could get more gaming consoles. I wish Sega would come back. I wish Sega would come. I wish Atari would come back too. I wish Sega and Atari would come back. If not, to get together and just release one gaming console under both of them. Just let Sega and Atari come together. Just Sega and Atari release the Dreamcast 2. Let Sega and Atari come together, release Dreamcast 2 as a gaming console, launch that shit, and then they can be done. But don't let it be no multi-functioning media console. Let it be a gaming console. And then let them release a whole bunch of games on it. And then sit back and watch what happens. I guarantee you, PlayStation, Xbox would fucking go nuts. Meanwhile, Nintendo would sit back and be like, oh shit, we got some competition. Let's go to work. Because the only reason Nintendo don't give a shit right now is because there's no competition for a gaming console. Nintendo, all they do is make games. They don't care about this multi-functioning shit. They don't care about no media console, media bullshit. Man, they make video games. When Sega got out of making a console, they didn't have no competition. Think about that. When did Nintendo get out of the console wars? When Sega left. Because Sega was the last straw for competition for Nintendo when it came to video games. Because Nintendo is a video game company. Sega was a video game company. Head to head. That's why. Now they don't give a shit. You say I'm wrong. Think I'm wrong. Go ahead, look at the history books, man. The moment Sega got out, Nintendo quit giving a shit. All they did was start making fun games and letting them go. They gave you a fun game. And you were like, hey Nintendo, look at what Sony's doing over here. And what did Nintendo do? We don't give a fuck what they're doing. Here's another fun game. You don't like that one? How about this one? You don't like that one either? How about this one? This one's got Sega's name on it. You won't play it? You were like, well, what about what Sony's doing over there? But what about what Microsoft's doing? Nintendo was just like this. Fuck them. Here's another fun game. Enjoy. And you were just like, why don't you care what they're doing? Because Nintendo just don't give a fuck about Sony. They don't give a fuck about Microsoft. What they give a damn about is video games. And the last company who was a video game company was Sega. Anyway, I hope this has helped you in some way, in some light. I'm out this bitch though.